Paul, you want to smile? Yeah.
Sure, yes. Okay.